Let's see. What was my low? Alright, I'm just jumping right into the low high active kindness, aren't I? My low was yesterday. While I did get better sleep, it still really wasn't that great, I guess. I mean, I know for a fact that I haven't come down with anything serious. It's just like, it's been really hot lately. Seriously, like, yesterday when we had family up at Cuca Lake, I had to keep, like, going in and out of the house just so I could, like, get cool. I was, like, dying. I had, it's like giants, like, 1 full liter bottles of water. I think they're called Plus. I think those are. I don't know. But it has, like, all the electrolytes in it and stuff. Like, I was just, like, downing one of those, like, constantly. I was, it was not fun. But, my high was, not only did I get a better night's sleep last night, but, it was better in comparison, I should say. Still, it wasn't that great, though. But, my high was, being able to see some of my family yesterday. That was very nice. We got to visit for a while. It was hot, but it was still a really gorgeous day. I got to spend the day at Cuca Lake. It was, got to talk, sit around. It was wonderful. And I'll tell you more about that in a second. And my act of kindness was, if any of you guys followed me on social media, you guys know that yesterday was my very first attempt ever at making deviled eggs. Yeah, I actually tried making deviled eggs. Honestly, the only thing I really screwed up on was, like, the filling for the deviled eggs. It was kind of, I didn't do a good enough job, like, breaking down, like, the yolks when they're, hardened. And it was also it was, like, both chunky and runny. So I, like, grabbed, like, a little plastic bag, do the whole, like, piping thing, whatever. Pipe it in, like, a little hole where the filling was supposed to go in the deviled egg. And it was just, like, runny and, I could have done better with that. Next time, though. But they did turn out pretty well. I can now say for once I made deviled eggs. So, apparently, it's not like I just instinctively knew. I did look up some information before I tried it. Because, I wanted to make sure I could do whatever it is I could do. Although the only real disappointment through it all, outside of the fact that I may have messed up the filling, is the fact that one of the eggs ended up being a dud. Because I originally had 9 eggs that I was going to make deviled eggs with, but it really only wound up being 8 eggs. So, yeah, that's why the picture looks like the way it does. And you're probably wondering, how is it a dud? Believe it or not, one of the eggs had, like, a broken shell before I put it in the water. Not broken to the point where, like, yolk or, like, white was running everywhere where you first take it out, but because of the heat from the boiling water, that triggered, like, some of the stuff, like, releasing. So I had to 86 it. Yeah. But yeah, I made deviled eggs. It actually turned out okay. Seriously, I think deviled eggs are, like, the last food, like, I legitimately had where, like, because I'll be honest, by all accounts, I am still kind of a picky eater. It's a lot less now. But, like, deviled eggs are, like, one of those foods I would constantly avoid at, like, parties. But, I finally took the plunge and, I tried one and it tasted pretty good. And yesterday was my first attempt at making them. Here's the thing, though. What scared me from trying to make deviled eggs in the first place was it was Easter of 2018. And my family had, Easter dinner together. And my cousin, who who was hosting the party, said that she made, deviled eggs. It was her first time making deviled eggs. And she's like, pain in the, insert, bad word here. But, so it did kind of scare me, but I actually didn't do that bad. I mean, again, the only thing, I would do something I would probably do a better job, like, breaking up the yolks, because it was still, like, kind of, like, chunky or something. I don't know. I need, like, a deviled egg expert. But, the picture of the deviled eggs I have is on social media, so that's nice. Although a lot of people are going to get mad because I didn't use paprika on top of mine. See, my mom, whenever she makes deviled eggs and stuff like that, she doesn't like paprika. So I did the next available thing, and I used chives. So the chives look kind of nice. So, yeah. Oh, that was actually a pretty solid attempt. Definitely something that I'll definitely try making again if, the opportunity presents itself. What else? So, yesterday I said my family was coming up. It was just my grandparents and my cousin. So, really, with my father and I, it was only like 5 people. So, we had the deviled eggs, chips and dip, and, cheese and crackers and pepperoni. It was actually, really small. But for dinner, and this is where it actually gets good, we actually got pizza and wings from, believe it or not, the Swits. Yeah. I've said this before, but, the Swits, one of the 13 best places to get a bite to eat on Cuckoo Lake. No questions about that. And their pizza is actually pretty darn good. Like, really good. We ended up getting we had plenty leftovers, so we ended up getting 3 full pies and 3 dozen wings. And the pizzas we got they're plain or, cheese. They're meat lovers pizza, or what the Switz calls their pizza, and the kitchen sink, which is every single topping that they have. So, here's the thing. I'm not even a black olives guy, but I'll try it for, the Switz. Yeah, so honestly, as far as I know, the Switz probably is the best supreme pizza I've ever had. Because, it's obviously every topping they have. So, it's got bacon, sausage, pepperoni. It's got peppers, onions, jalapenos, black olives, mushrooms. Like, they go all out. And it's good. It's really good. And before any of you guys get your hopes up, no. Even the Switz knows that you don't put pineapple on pizza. I know someone was probably thinking that, so I wanted to make sure I cleared that air up. Was there ham in the pizza? I think there's ham in the pizza. But yeah, it's a really good supreme pizza. It really is. And they have other pizzas too. They have a veggie pizza. They have a garlic pizza. They do have a buffalo chicken wing pizza. We didn't get that. They have others, but for the life of me, I can't think of what they are. And wings, we just got 3 dozen medium wings, which were pretty good. They definitely were. They tasted like they were medium. Right. For those of you guys that don't know, should you ever try to make wings at home? To get mild, you have to do 3 parts butter to 1 part hot sauce. To get medium, you reverse that order. So 1 part butter to 3 parts hot sauce. And with hot, you just go full on hot, no butter whatsoever. So now you know. Let's see what else. It was a pretty nice evening. I took some of that food home. That was wonderful. For dessert, we actually had cookies from Wegmans, the happiest place on earth, which they have cutouts, which are awesome, but they also have sandwich cookies. They're fresh homemade chocolate chip cookies with like a lot of vanilla frosting. Although I ate the smart way because this vanilla frosting is still really, really soft. So I just like split in half and ate the cookie with the least amount of frosting first and saved the one with the most frosting for the end. That's how you do that, man. Basically, it's what you're basically supposed to do with Oreos, only these were a lot bigger and more awesome. So, well, I mean, it's Wegmans, of course it's going to be awesome. Oh. Anyway, overall, it was a very wonderful day. You know, can't wait to do it again should the opportunity present itself. Because here's the thing, it was a very small get together, but it was nice. It felt whole, I guess, is the word. I mean, don't get me wrong, I am a firm believer in the more the merrier, but for yesterday, it felt like it was just right. Not too many, not too few, just right. I'm okay with that. So, you're probably wondering, you know, it's Monday, and I didn't say there was going to be a manga chapter break this week. No, there's a manga chapter this week. It's coming out today. So, it'll be available long after this video has concluded. But, you know what? Hey, actually, you know what it is? And this is actually something I've noticed over the years. And that's, ever since I started reading the manga freshman year of college, originally, a new chapter was always available on Friday of that particular week. But, you know, as time goes on, breaks begin to pile up, and you can't necessarily do it. So, what do? They do it on the next available day. So, I think since I've read the manga way back in 2009, we've gone through at least one full week of, like, the manga chapter premiering on that given day of the week. So, we've had a manga chapter premiere on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and back to Friday. And I think we may have done it again. It's been a long time, but yeah. So I think I don't think Monday is going to be the official norm I'll have to play that by ear, but I would not be surprised if Monday turns out to be like the new day of the week where the manga chapter premieres or is published. So yeah. Honestly, it's been, As I remember, definitely during Dressrosa, they definitely had chapters premiere on, like, Wednesday and Thursday, roughly that time of week. So, yeah, we've had chapters premiere on all days of the week. But for the most part, you know, I need to do some research on that. I really do. I gotta see if it's always been like, has it always been just Sunday and like the sites I would find? Because here's the thing, I first started reading the manga on a website called Naruto Wire. I was a real big fan of Naruto back then. And actually, I don't even know if that site's still around anymore. Holy cow. But I would read on that website. And then as time went on, I'd go to sites like Manga Stream and, Manga 99, those places. But as soon as I started watching Grand Line Review, he said that the definitive site to read the manga when it first airs or premieres is going to be, on vismedia.com, which I've been putting links in the description whenever a chapter does come out. Plus, well, the main reason why is because it's supposed to have, like, the official translation. Because, I mean, some people can translate Japanese a little bit differently than others. I mean, some words in Japanese are so hard to translate into English, they don't really translate very well at all. Like, one example, there's actually a place called Fuller Lead Island, which is actually supposed to be read as full of lead, because, when you're shot a bunch of times, you're full of lead. But in Japan, it actually translates to, like, Beehive Island, It's really weird. But, yeah. So, a little bit of a Japanese wording, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to be seeing my mom later today. It's weird. I thought I had a navy blue shirt, but I couldn't necessarily find it. I thought this was a navy blue shirt, but it's actually more, black. Oh, well, it is what it is. Anyway, the weather should be nice this week. I'm looking forward to what's happening next. And hopefully you guys are too. Like, favorite, share, hit the subscribe button. Follow me on the social media platforms. Turn those notifications on YouTube. I'm very humbled to make this video for all of you guys who watch and enjoy for today. I'm hoping you have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. And remember, if you guys want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear. I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.